In 1985, when Yvonne Gratte was 15 years old, she nearly died from a lupus-related blood disease. It was not going to be her last brush with mortality. Years later, in 2007, she was hospitalized with a serious infection, and her family was told to say their goodbyes to her. This is her story.
The first time I ever heard of lupus was when I was 15. I nearly died from a rare blood disorder called TTP, and that's when they said they thought that lupus might have triggered that rare blood disorder. But I wasn't officially diagnosed until I was a senior in college. I was 21, and I was dealing with lupus nephritis. Like I said, in 2007, I got really sick. So I developed cancer. I had lesions in my brain, and they defined it as CNS lymphoma. And also at that time, I was undergoing kidney failure and doing dialysis. And eventually, I was hospitalized for 3 months in 2007, at which time, because of my low immune system, I developed a serious infection, the MRSA infection, also known as staph. And sadly, my parents were told that they might as well say their goodbyes to me because they didn't think my prognosis was good. But when I woke up from that drug-induced coma, my husband was by my side, and he was holding my hand, and he was in tears. And for a man that I've known for over 16 years, he's a really mellow guy, but to see him in tears and telling me to fight, and he'd say, "You have to fight, Yvonne, you have to fight." Aside from the hospitalization, I used to be very active in sports. I used to snowboard, skateboard, mountain bike, and now because of CNS caused by the lupus treatments, I have foot drop, and so I don't have balance anymore. I can't do the things that I used to do. And the other thing is that it doesn't end, yay, I survived and everything, but it's dealing with the financial burden of the medical bills and being able to get back to work. Before I got really sick, I decided to work at home so I could take care of myself with the lupus. And then now, after being very sick, developing cancer from lupus treatments, lupus itself, and lupus destroying my kidneys, on which I have to go to dialysis 3 times a week, it's very difficult for me to be able to keep my business afloat. And so my client list has actually been cut in half, and my income is also cut in half. Plus, I have to constantly deal with the insurance premiums and paying my co-payments for doctor's appointments. So, I'm really happy I'm alive, but I wish there'd be a better way of being able to continue to survive financially.
Despite all that she has gone through, Yvonne believes that she has found her new purpose in life.
Ever since, I was first diagnosed, I knew that I wanted to educate people. I wanted to be some sort of influence for other people. And my epiphany, I guess you can say, is after I got really sick, where I almost died, when I was I was 37 in 2007. And after I recovered, I finally knew what my purpose was, and it was to spread lupus awareness and to fully participate in the lupus support group. There definitely is a new lease on life, a second lease on life, and it's also has brought my passion to spread awareness with lupus, and I've discovered my purpose after all that.